How do we start the show?
Welcome to Reels on Wheels.
Yes, that's right.
Welcome to our second episode this season.
Today we have a very special treat for you. We're doing a retro review of The Karate Kid, the 1984. And then afterwards we're going to watch the first 2 episodes of the new Cobra Kai show.
Yeah.
What are your expectations for Cobra Kai?
Well, from the trailers, I expect there to be callbacks to the movie, of course, and also some modern updates, like maybe we get more female ass kickers.
Yeah.
Maybe we move away from the Danny giving his girlfriend Elizabeth Shue permission to drive the car because
Oh my
hey,
God.
it's the 80s.
I don't remember
that.
No.
Oh my God, there was a line because he got his brand new car.
Sure.
From Mr. Miyagi. Was it his brand new car already that he got?
I don't know.
Anyways, so I forgot Elizabeth Shue's name in the movie. Was it Allie?
We're hardcore fans.
Hardcore fans. I'm
Allie,
going straight
I think
from
so.
memory.
Sure.
Let's see.
When was the last time you saw
I
it?
think it was like maybe 3 years ago. So like relatively recently. If we're going to talk about 1984.
I feel like it's always sort of in the background of,
like it's always on like TNT or
I don't
something.
know. It's always like
No,
it's
totally.
always in my conscience. So you're hoping that they sort of further the story but also change with the times.
Callbacks and yeah.
Were you excited when they first announced they were doing a Karate Kid?
I laughed because it was right in line with all of the other revivals happening right now in both movies and TV.
Okay.
But I welcomed it because I love The Karate Kid. Ralph was one of my 80s boyfriends.
Really? Okay. Cool.
Obviously Marty McFly is number one.
Sure,
but,
yeah.
I love that movie and the relationship he has with Mr. Miyagi.
Yes,
Academy Award, R.I.P.
Academy Award nominated performance. If you didn't know.
What? I did not know that.
They just nominate all kinds of shit in the day. No, but it's well deserved.
Name another Asian actor of that caliber at that time.
Very
with
true.
That kind of role in American Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly. When I was able to see that movie, because it actually came out like the year I was born. So, The Karate Kid is as old as us. It's 34 years old.
Yeah.
I just outed.
You were born in
your
83,
age.
though.
Yeah, didn't it come out in 83?
Did it come out in 83?
Yeah, it did.
Earlier you said 84.
Oh, did I?
No.
1984.
You know, the crane kick, which is easily the most blockable move in the history of movies. I mean, coming at you, you know? When they announced that they were doing a Cobra Kai series and it was focusing on Johnny Lawrence, I was in.
Right?
And I didn't see any
That's
footage.
A twist.
I don't know, it made me interested in what happened to that character after he lost. And it's kind of cool to see a different side, so...
We get a taste of that in the trailer.
Yes.
Which is very intriguing.
Yes, so I was more in once I saw the trailer. Mm-hmm. Like the trailer, like your reaction to the trailer was pretty much the same as mine.
Yeah.
Which was like, holy shit.
Oh, plot twist, because in the trailer, real quick, they portray Daniel LaRusso as an owner of a big car dealership.
Yeah,
maybe.
LaRusso's Auto.
Auto. Yeah, and then poor Johnny, he's like...
down on his luck loser.
Yeah, and... they kind of gave a hint that Danny's kind of a douchebag.
This movie is very much a part of my childhood into adulthood, so much so that I had the bridal party at my wedding come out to the montage of the karate tournament, the montage song of "You're the best around, no, bring you down."
Oh
like
God.
I had my bridal party come out to
That's
that,
so
and my
great.
brother did the crane kick, and my other brother was like punching, and
I don't
like.
remember that.
Oh really? That's enough waxing on and waxing poetic
off.
of the Karate Kid. So we're gonna go check this out, and we get to see it on the theater. We don't get to see it on a
cool,
YouTube
right?
screen. We get to see it on a big, so we get to see what the whole gang has been up to. And by whole gang, I just mean Johnny and We are back from watching The Karate Kid and the first 2 episodes of Cobra Kai.
They started off with Cobra Kai. I think that was the smart way to go, though. Just
do you think so?
Yeah. They knew they had to lay down that groundwork to hook the fans.
Yes.
For sure.
So, what did you think of the first 2 episodes of Cobra Kai?
I mean, this
Strike hard. Strike fast. No mercy.
This is obviously a way to get people to try YouTube Red, and I've been closing the window for a few months now to not try it. And I'm going to say that it worked on me. I'm going to go ahead and do the 30-day trial of YouTube Red just to complete the rest of the series.
I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. And spoilers, just blanketed, like, we'll spoil out of this. There was a point where I thought that I wasn't going to like it.
Oh, no. What was that? What point was that?
And it was, what was it? They used a lot of footage from the movie.
They did, but they had to bring in the uninitiated, you know, in case people were like, I don't need to see that movie. Are you talking about when Johnny's driving drunk in his car?
Yeah.
He was
he's like reliving the glory days.
Drinking his Jack or whatever, and he's driving drunk down the road, and he's flashing back to the moments. They were a little too spot on, like, and then what's your face when Daniel kicked you in the face? Yeah,
right? And he's like all sad, and then he's just remembering when he pulled up to the beach in his red leather jacket, and he was like, yeah, that was great.
This guy was on top of the world.
Yeah, it's a 34-year-old sequel to a movie, and they actually peppered that through like the first like 10-15 minutes of the first episode. And at that point I was kind of like, I don't know about this, but then it thankfully that sort of went away, and what we were left with, I think, was a really good character development of this guy who, as you said, was on top of the world, and one crane kick to the face destroyed everything. It has a lot more karate than the actual movie, I will say that.
In the first episode, even.
Yeah.
That's what kind of kicks it off. Pun very intended.
Getting right into the second episode, it focuses more on Daniel's son.
What's going on in his life.
What's going on in his life.
And his family.
What did you think of the cast of characters? The new cast?
The new cast is interesting. The kids are well cast.
Yes.
I think it was interesting. You could tell they were very carefully cast.
Yes.
Our loser kid, who is currently being trained by Johnny looks very much like 1984 Danny. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that was not a mistake.
No.
And
Miguel was his name. Yeah.
A few too many illegal jokes.
Because you're kind of showing this character who's...
That's true.
He's stuck in his ways.
Yeah.
And so he does refer to his young Padawan, Miguel, as an immigrant, and makes a lot of different...
like more than once.
Because he's this sort of lovable loser.
Beat on. He loves his family.
Yeah. And he doesn't have a father. Or, you know. And that's a interesting angle, too. There's a lot of, like, abandoned father issues.
I mean, right from the beginning, one of the main themes of Karate Kid was father-son relationships.
Yeah,
That's the main one between Mr. Miyagi and Daniel.
And then you find out that in the first episode, Johnny has a stepfather. Brilliant cameo
by Ed Asner. Ed Asner's in Cobra Kai, everyone.
Yeah.
In case you were wondering what he was up to.
Yeah.
he does great, by the way.
Episode 2, it focuses a little more on Daniel, and you meet Daniel's daughter. Daniel's got a daughter, and there's a little bit of Mean Girls. I felt a little.
Totally.
I felt a little bit
Regina George.
Yeah,
definitely there.
It kind of dials back the nostalgia and lets you be like, hey, remember these characters?
Modern.
This is what they're doing now.
We're in the modern times.
And it also really pokes fun at millennial, sort of the way teenagers now are, you know, kids today are. Daniel is having trouble with his kids. One's way into his tablet, his little son, and his older girl is trying to be cool.
She has you could tell she has a good heart, good intentions, but right now she wants to explore being popular.
The first 2 episodes lay the groundwork for kind of what the plot threads and character arcs are going to be. I didn't read up anything, but I feel like Johnny and Daniel might come to a compromise.
Like early on? And then it'll be about the kids?
Yeah, I think so. Because you're seeing Johnny's student, Miguel, to sort of fall in love with Samantha.
Who is Daniel's daughter. Yeah.
You meet one of Samantha's friends. Ex-friends.
Because Samantha's too cool for her
Yeah,
right now.
she doesn't want to go to robot camp or science camp. After the 2 episodes were over, they showed a little preview of what's going to unfold. And the nerdy girl joins Cobra Kai. So like there's all this about that. Yeah, so there's all this stuff that's sort of brewing. I think when the credits rolled, I like looked over at Aireen and I was like, I'm totally in.
Totally.
So this is very like it's very much fan service, but they're also really trying to build something. What do you think of the performances of LaRusso and Lawrence? Like,
they were great. They fell right into their old characters, but they're developed.
Yeah.
It was very convincingly them 30 plus years later.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm excited.
And the way the trailers paint the relationship of Johnny and Daniel, and sort of, as we said earlier, that, you know, oh, maybe Daniel's son is going to be the antagonist. After watching these first 2 episodes, that's not really the case. He's still very good-hearted. His intentions are there to be a good person. It's kind of the Johnny Lawrence story, though, that's gonna evolve and change.
Well, it's interesting because when they showed Danny seeing that the Cobra Kai dojo has been resurrected, everything, despite his success, despite his wealth, it just all comes back, and it just really shows how these childhood traumas can really, really affect you so deeply. I think we've all been there. When there are things that are unresolved, it can really leave a thorn in your side. So this really sparks the rivalry, but I think it'll be interesting to watch them figure it out. And I really love your theory about them resolving it quickly and then focusing their attention on the conflict between the kids, because that seems a little more complicated.
And they sort of kind of take a step back. And it's like Karate Kid for the new generation. You know, some internet haters might be like, we didn't need this. And, you know, people who absolutely love the Karate Kid are going to be like, this is the best thing ever. It's the best around. Honestly, like, quality of story, quality of characters, like, it's good.
I'm pretty sure these actors would not have come back if the story was anything less than quality. And so far with what we've seen, it's there. So YouTube Red, everybody.
Yes.
Let's do it.
So I give it a Reels. Cobra Kai.
Reels.
At least the first 2 episodes. After Cobra Kai was over, we were treated to a viewing of the Karate Kid. And just like real quickly, like, did the movie hold up to you?
It did. I mean, we were laughing the whole time because of...
I think...
It was so 80s. It's like 80s AF. And also the people next to us were crazy, but that's another thing.
So we have a lot of critiques on sort of the viewing audience and the quality of the picture. The color went out and like...
a handful of times.
So like it looked really psychedelic.
We both took turns.
Yeah, we took photos. We'll throw them up. Yeah. We sat down next to a diehard fanboy.
With his lady, and the whole time he was explaining the movie to her. It's like,
quoting it, and quoting the best parts before they happened, but not under his breath.
No.
Just like...
out loud, like
no
shamelessly.
Mercy, strike hard. Like, oh my God, it was bad.
Like, PSA right here. Just please, the movie viewing experience, let's preserve it, okay?
Yeah,
if you're gonna speak out loud, stay at home in your living room.
Yes.
Where that's
watch
allowed.
It on DVD, yeah.
But you're coming here, people paid money to be here in a space, a common space. Just shh.
You politely told him to
I did. I don't
be
usually
quiet.
say anything.
And
I was
very
apologizing
irritating
the whole time. I was like, I'm sorry, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Can you just please?
And he shut up. But then as soon as the original movie came back, he was like,
my
childhood!
Oh, you know what?
Oh my God!
Yes, we all love it. We're all here.
Oh my God,
I'm
Daniel's son. Look at the crane kick, Miyagi. And like he was quoting stuff. He was singing the songs.
Yeah, like the credits.
I paid to hear the movie, not you. That being said, I still think Karate Kid holds up. I honestly hadn't seen it since the Jaden Smith one came out. I was like, oh, I want to rewatch all these. And that was a while ago. Elizabeth Shue is adorable.
Oh, yeah, she's great.
And she's so kind-hearted. And
there were a couple moments that seemed outdated, like when Daniel first gets his butt beat at the beach by Johnny, and he's hanging out pretty tightly with this group the whole day.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he gets beat up by Johnny, his other friends are like, whoa, you're such a loser.
Yeah, why are you hanging out with that? Why'd you bring that kid?
Pretty sure no one would do that now.
No, I don't think so.
No, that's a little outdated.
The kind of rich snobby parents thing, that kind of plays into Cobra Kai, because Daniel makes some money. He owns all these car dealerships, but he doesn't want to be like Allie's parents, kind of the snobby, Encino brats or whatever.
There's a line where he says, I don't want my daughter to become a rich Encino brat.
Which, yeah, so yeah. If you haven't seen The Karate Kid, you should totally go see it.
It's just 90 minutes long.
Yeah, it's super fun. Pat Morita is a wonderful.
Oh, just seeing that scene again.
Yeah.
About his anniversary. It was just as heart-wrenching as the first time I saw it. I saw it when I was little, and I was like, oh, this is deep.
It's got really good themes and really good characters, and, watching it now, it's some parts a little cheesy, but that's okay. It's the time it was made, so.
It was the 80s.
Yeah, it was the 80s. So, as, kids who grew up in the 80s and 90s, we have a deeper appreciation for this stuff. But if you have not seen it, I hope we sell you on watching it. And I hope you subscribe to YouTube Red to watch Cobra Kai. So we give them both reels. I give it a reels.
Totally. Yep. Reels and reels.
For Reels on Wheels, this has been Justin and
Irene.
Bye.
Sorry, I actually kicked.
Lay the groundwork for what's gonna.
Whoa.
How do you turn the lights? Keep the lights on. Oh, there you go.
There it is. Oh, that's a cool.
There you go.
Save your battery.
Yeah.
That's a good.
All right, let's get there. You go. We're back. I know we should have rossed him.
Or
yeah.
Sweep the leg.
Yeah. Put him in the body bag.